Hello, I'm back with another custom-made Blu-ray sleeve and slipcover. I decided to make the slipcover as an afterthought. It's for Young Guns, a film which I haven't seen since 1988. I saw this on VHS the year it came out in 1988. Never seen it since. Never bought it on any DVD. Nothing since VHS. I heard that the Blu-ray was a travesty, really awful transfer, but I never got it. I did, however, get this recently restored version of the film on a 4K and Blu-ray combo pack. This includes the film remastered on Blu-ray as well. It's not just the old, very weak transfer. It's the same transfer that's on the 4K disc on the included Blu-ray disc. So this is obviously the one to get. It comes with a slipcover that's highly glossy, and it's the same artwork that's on the sleeve, which I think is very lazy and boring when they just duplicate the same artwork twice. Some people might like this. I'm not a fan of this new look artwork. The back is okay. I think this is just okay. I don't like the way the special features are laid out here, just in a solid gold bar. And of course you've got that banner at the bottom saying it's on 4K, and the digital code banner. Just very busy, too busy. And this, let me just check something here. I have the 4K of Total Recall. Just checking something here. Yeah, this is the 4K edition of Total Recall. I also bought this for the included Blu-ray disc, not the 4K disc. And again, the special features are presented in that gold banner. So this seems to be their customary look. Oh no, that's a custom sleeve for Total Recall. Not in it, so well, that's underneath here. Underneath here I've got the original sleeve, but this is a custom one on top I made for Total Recall. But yeah, this gold banner strip thing here they do here, that seems to be the standard, because the one for Young Guns is exactly the same with that banner there. And actually that Total Recall disc is really glossy, the Blu-ray discs. And I noticed that this one for Young Guns here is also incredibly glossy as well. The camera's not going to pick that up, I doubt it. But it's really shiny and glossy. More glossy than any other discs I've had. I don't know if that's a Lionsgate trait. But the discs, the ones I have, are very, very, very glossy. But that's the 4K disc. The Blu-ray disc is not in there because I have it in here. This is my custom-made Blu-ray sleeve to replace that look that Lionsgate went with. They've changed the font for the title. That's not the original font, but they've changed everything. So I made this for my sleeve. This is the original poster art, updated. It's not in its original. The color palette has been changed, and the background is different. This has got a very rugged background. It literally looks like granite or something. You can see the texture here in the background. Now, I did add the cast names up top. That was not on this image, but it makes it look more official when it's got the cast names on there. And the camera wants to focus. I don't know. Maybe you can see that that's written in a sort of a font which is, I think, matching. It's got that sort of old-timey font, which is suited for the Western theme of this film, obviously. Young Guns on the bottom, and I've done my usual thing of putting a screenshot from the film on the spine, just the lead actor on the spine. Why won't my camera focus? Does not want to focus.
You stupid bastard!
There's Emilio Estevez on the spine, and for the back, completely different. One single shot of all of the cast members firing their guns. I've got a tagline here, and the special features are laid out in a much more nicer way than the retail edition, much more minimalist. There we go, now it's in focus. The film synopsis and the special features are written in a different font as well, a nicer font, a more authentic, old-styly, old-timey looking font. Maybe if I turn it around slowly, it's going to stay in focus. Yeah, there's Emilio Estevez in focus on the spine. I spoke too soon. He's out of focus. That's a shame. But yeah, there's the whole thing. And of course I kept the same brownish, beigeish background from the front. I've duplicated that on the spine as well. It's fitting that the spine have the same color as the front. I added the R rating reason here for strong violence and some language that's not present on the retail one. On the retail one it just says a rated R and no reason given for that R rating. I always like to have that listed, so I listed the reason there. Sorry about the lack of focus here.
Focus, focus, focus.
And there is the disc on the inside, just the Blu-ray disc, because I only have any desire for the Blu-ray disc. But that's not all. As I said, I have a slipcover too, and I really like this one. It's freshly printed, freshly stuck together, and I've stuck this one together perfectly. Sometimes things don't align properly. This one has come out absolutely perfectly. I must say, I wish they all would, but they don't always come out lined up perfectly like this. But here, anyway, is the front of my slipcover. This is actually taken from the German digibook. It had the Blu-ray logo here and a German logo here. I removed those, so it's nice and clean, as people like to say. Cast names up top, just like the cast names are at the top of this one, but of course in a very different font. I like the color palette. I like the wood motif around here. You can see the wooden pallets. Speaking of which, I just did a Google search of wooden pallets, and that's where I got that from. That's just a single picture of a piece of wood for the spine. Another picture of Emilio Estevez on the spine, again out of focus. Camera does not want to focus on Emilio Estevez. I can't. I don't know what I could do to change that. Yeah, I did the title Young Guns there in yellow because I didn't want the dark brown against brown, so I changed it from the dark brown at the front to yellow on the spine. You gonna focus? No. Blu-ray logo on the bottom, Lionsgate logo on the bottom. There we go, now it's in focus. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, the wood motif carries around from the front to the spine. I like the frame of this. It's a small frame, but it is still framed. And on the back, as always, an image on the back with no text, just a plain image. A very busy one, but I think a very nice one. Lots of guns aiming. You've got the horses. It's typical Western imagery. And as I said, I've stuck this one together perfectly. The case slides in nicely, and it's not too tight. Well, maybe it's a bit on the tight side, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't like it when they're too loose. I'd rather have a bit too tight than a bit too loose. Yeah, the edges here are stuck together perfectly. It's lined up nicely. I'm really happy with this one. The the framing on here, the wooden framing, is identical on both sides. It's literally the same image on both the front and the back. I just placed this image here, this main picture, on top of this one, so the wood around the edge of the frame and the yellow frame is exactly the same. But I'm ever so happy with this one for Young Guns. The slipcover was an afterthought. Initially I was just going to make a sleeve, but when I saw these images I thought, okay, that's ideal for a slipcover, so now I have a nice slipcover to go with it. Of course, it's one that doesn't just duplicate the same image twice. I would never do that, unlike Lionsgate's effort. This to me is just lazy. But they didn't even get the sleeve the right size. If you look here, you can see there's a big gap between the edge of the sleeve and the edge of the case. It doesn't line up to the edge. It should, it doesn't. So a lazy effort on the part of Lionsgate. You can see both on the front and the back. It's not even close to the right size. The same applies to the top. It doesn't reach the top of the case. Just shoddy work, I think. Mine is the right size perfectly. It goes right up to the edge of the case on every single side, the top and the back. I don't make the mistakes that the studios make.
You're very good, you. You are very good. You're very good, you.
But yeah, final last look. Maybe in focus. There we go. And are you going to focus? Not really. But that's the best I can do here. Showing my new... There we go. That's in focus. No, it's not. I'm trying. But yeah, my new one is for Young Guns. Nice new sleeve that uses close to original poster art. I like it much more over the new look. Both on the front, of course, and the back. And one last time, the slipcover. There we have it. I wonder if it's worth reprinting the sleeve again, because I've noticed the barcode is a bit too small. It should be bigger. That's smaller than the standard size, so I could reprint it.
I'm kind of a perfectionist. Perfectionist.
Making it larger. I'm not going to do that. If I make the barcode larger, it's going to encroach too much onto this picture, and I don't want that. Anyway, I'm babbling on now, as I tend to do. Let me know your thoughts on this artwork and this sleeve and slipcover. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.
I'm gonna eat a burrito.